Well, my question's kind of like, how does Randy kind of like stay calm in all these times of crisis, like in his life?
I feel like he stayed calm mostly because he already came to terms with his death. He kind of dealt with that with his wife when they found out that he had no chance of surviving. You know, and it was really a long period of time from when he found out that he had cancer, from when he found out that he was going to die. Like, in that period of time, they always knew that it was a possibility that he was going to die of cancer. So he probably, like, calmed down a little bit within that period of time.
I think he's trying to stay really calm for his kids, trying to look. He's always for their future's good. So for his wife.
Yeah.
He doesn't want his wife to freak out about it.
Like if you know you only have 3 to 6 months to live, do you want to live those last months of your life freaking out, even though there's nothing you can do about it? But live like just stay optimistic.
He seems like a very level-headed person.
When I die, they'll be like he knows something like that.
Well, usually, when like a person knows he's gonna die, they do two things. They're like depressed, or they go out and do everything. So I think he's taking the going out and doing everything and trying to end with a big bang.
He's finishing up his bucket list.
Well, I mean, also his physical health is also extremely well. He's in better health than a lot of the people he's given life to. So that is just like he's going to.
I don't know much about it. Like, if he has cancer, no matter what health you're in, he's in it. So that probably will, even if he was in really good health, or he's bad health, it would happen anyways.
It says like after he found out that he had like Alzheimer's, it says in a way I felt so happy. Like he was almost just then finally just get a feeling and start like
Well, maybe it happened for a good reason. Like maybe it was a sign so he could get this out and help a lot of other people.
Well, I mean, a lot of people would just like shut down. They would just stay at home, sleep, do nothing, just eat, do nothing.
He was relieved he could move on to the next part of his life, which was preparing it for when he's gone.
You don't want to constantly worry that they're going to come back. Basically, what's happening when they get back to the doctors.
I think it was good that it like happened to him and like not that it should have happened to anybody, but at least he was like a type of person that could like deal with it and he like his test and like if I wasn't that I was and I was comparing what he did to what I did.
Well, I really like it when the one person sending emails like he was so happy in his car and like they didn't know it was him, and then he said she had given me a window into myself. I was still fully engaged. I knew life was good. I was doing okay. That just shows like he's like so optimistic, and despite like his cancer and everything, he's still living life.
Another thing, it shows the impact he makes on other people. It's not just like he goes out and lectures and you forget about it. It makes the impact.
Yeah, and I think it really shows that he is truly happy, you know, and he's content with his death, and not just kind of put it on the side for other people.
But is he happy with his life? In doing this lecture, is he trying to make up for a life that he didn't exactly live? Or is it just
Well, he said that he like completed his childhood dream and like all the things that he like accomplished. So like with like how he's living his life like normal, like Jay, Jay and him, like they're like having their like they said in a page that their life is living like how they have future to come, like they have like generation like years to come after. So I think she's like she like I don't know how to explain it. She like sees how he's behaving towards like it all, and she's
Kind of mimicking.
yeah. It's like when you spend a lot of time with a person, you start to behave like the other person. I think that's what's happening. He's kind of behaving.
I mean, that also has to do with like the effect that he's having on the people around him as well.
Yeah, I guess if he is calling other people around him, but I also feel like Jane is more sensitive to this than he is, mostly because I feel like she's going to be left with 3 kids.
Yeah, she's gonna have to deal with it after he's gone.
I feel like he just
But you guys are like calling him selfish, and I don't think he was being selfish towards
Well,
his kids and family, because like he they're not really gonna remember him. Maybe the 5-year-old.
And
Sure,
plus,
but he could be doing
But he's like needing something behind for them to look
yeah,
at.
plus I think
Yeah,
this.
I remember him anyway.
Yeah.
Right, but like at the same time, it's like
He's trying to have them not worry that they should be dealing with like what's in front of them. Like he is going to be gone, and his kids are going to be living with a mom, a single mother with 3 kids.
Yeah, I
That's
feel
why
like
he's doing this.
Yeah.
So that they,
But it's
he
just
set
talking
up
about,
their, he set up where they live.
Yeah,
They
they
moved to a
moved
different
to-
place just so they could.
well,
have
they
a-
moved to a different place so they could be closer to the grandparents, so they could help with the
Yeah,
kids.
And I think he
And
actually
I think-
is
I
helping
think-
them.
I
Like,
And
think
he
this
also set
lecture-
up things with his niece and nephew so that
Yeah.
they would help them.
I think this lecture is kind of like his lasting legacy for his kids. It's kind of, it's like, since he's not gonna be there for their childhood, it's like that this lecture is gonna like replace him.
But
Yeah.
Everything.
There could be more that he has to do though.
Yeah, exactly.
There's a lot more that he could be doing with like setting up college and teaching them a
Well,
lot more
they never said
about
anything
life
that
in general.
he hasn't done anything like that. Yeah.
Well, it goes
But
back
at
to
the
his
same time-
priorities. His priorities are not, fully. Well, his priorities are to help his kids, but he has another priority to impact other people.
I think his priority to impact other people with his life is almost clouding his judgment over what
It's
we
not
want.
other people, it's his kids. Throughout the whole book he mentions his it's like what it, like he learned from his dad and then like how he's gonna pass it on and then
Yeah.
He's gonna pass it on through the lecture.
Yeah, he.
And just like his sister said, it sounded like it was his dad talking.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the stuff he learned from his dad is passed on to him, and he's passing those same lessons on to his kids.
and it's not like he's not making sure that they're gonna like know who he is.
Yeah.
That's like it's basically what
Yeah.
the book is
If
about.
he
is to
didn't
make
leave
sure that they
anything
know
behind, then they
that.
wouldn't even remember, oh, it was my dad, and she can show them the lecture.
Yeah.
And if they spend time with like different family members, they're always gonna talk about it. Like he made sure that his niece and nephew were gonna bring it up.
But if it was true, his first priority would be the kids. He would be spending all the time with the kids. But yeah,
If
like
you spend time with the kids, why would you spend time with kids if they're not gonna remember it?
Yeah.
it's still your kids. It's the priority of that, like having the connection with that, like going out with that. But he wants to impact more than just his kids. That's where his priority.
In the beginning of the book, it said when he was writing his lecture, he would take time to spend time with his
Yeah, he
kids.
would
Well,
break.
if he were to spend time with his kids, would that be selfish towards him to make him feel better about like spending time with his kids because his kids aren't gonna remember it, like I said.
Yeah.
It's
I
still
don't
the-
exactly think
it's the
that
connection.
it's him being selfish. I think it's just he's trying to do what he wanted to do his whole life. This is his last like big moment.
He is helping them.
This is his
Yeah.
going out big.
Yeah, I don't understand why he would spend time with the kids if he's making sure that they remember who he is.
Yeah.
So they can always look back at who he was as a
Yeah, because if he just plays with the kids, if he stays at home and doesn't do his lecture, the kids aren't gonna remember it. His wife might, but the kids won't.
I'm not saying like not to go lecture.
Well, what do you think is better for the kids?
We just get it done by
What do you think is better for the kids? Staying with the kids or going to the lecture?
The question is, do we want to have the father spend time with them while they're extremely young, or do we want
Do we go to
one
lecture?
thing that the kids can hold on to when
One
they're
thing
older?
that the kids can learn because they won't remember.
because there's multiple things going on. He
Yeah.
has like everything
I don't
in his
remember
life.
what I did when I was 5.
Exactly. Like you're gonna have like one memory of like
I do from my parents.
There are some like moments that you will
Yeah,
remember,
yeah, like
but
Corbin
since he has
Pumpkin.
such a short time, I don't think that his kids will remember.
Halloween.
I feel like it might be more for him